So, for you people who might not know, this guy named Saint Aquinas, Thomas Aquinas guy, ignore that, uh, basically proved God's existence with this, with just his reason. So in the world, we see that at least some things are changing. Whatever is changing is being changed by something else. If that which it is changing is changed, is itself changed, then it is too being changed by something else. But this chain cannot be infinitely long, so there must be something that causes change without itself changing. This everyone understands to be God. So if that confused you, just look at this. There must be something that causes change without itself changing, which is God. I mean, what's a counter argument for that? The Big Bang? We know in the comments. Reply. I'll reply, dude. So the second way, so everything's changing itself, but that's not really possible because that can't be infinitely long. Not everything can change itself, so something must change without itself changing. The original maker, dude. The second way, argument of the first cause. In the world, we can see that things are caused. It is not possible for something to be caused to be the cause of itself, because this would entail that it exists prior to itself, which is a contradiction. But fuck my fault. Why did I cuss? Dude, I decided that. If that by which it is caused is itself caused, then it too must have a cause. But this cannot be an infinitely long chain. So there must be a cause which is not itself caused by anything further. This everyone understands to be God. It's kind of similar to the first one. So if I kick you in the shin, why'd I kick you in the shin? Because I have a brain and it told me to. Why do I have a brain? Because I was born. Why was I born? Because my parent why did they do that? Because they felt like it, and why did they feel like it? And eventually, it can't go back infinitely. So eventually we get to the point where it'd be like, well, because God made my parents, you know what I'm saying? If you're confused, just leave something in the comments, dude. I'll respond. I'm not really, I'm not trying to go over every specific example for 15 minutes. Low-key tight. In the world, the third way here, in the world we see things that are possible to be and possible not to be. In other words, perishable things. But if everything were contingent and thus capable of going out of existence, then nothing would exist now. But clearly, things do exist now. Therefore, there must be something that is imperishable and necessary being. This everyone understands to be God. So, I went over this in theology class a while ago. Watch this. So, if the things coming around us go into an existence, if everything were like this, then at some point nothing would exist. This would mean that it's been an infinite past, all possibilities. Alright, hopefully y'all read that, because I don't really feel like reading that out loud, but it'll make sense if you read it. Argument from degree. We see things in the world that vary in degree of goodness, truth, nobility, etc. For example, well-drawn circles are better than poorly drawn ones. Healthy animals are better than sick ones. Ow! My knee! Moreover, some substances are better than others, since living things are better than non-living things, and animals are better than plants, in testimony of which no one could choose to lose their senses for the sake of having the longevity of a tree, but judging something as more or less implies that some standard against what is being judged. For example, in a room of people of varying heights, at least one must be the tallest, therefore there is something which is best and most true, and a most being, etc. Aquinas that has the premise, what is most in a... What the heck? What is most in a genus? What does that mean, dude? Am I retarded? Or am I special? Is the case of all else that gene... What is that? Dude, am I being an idiot? Bro. Yeah, I need to go to bed. Genus. No, dude, I don't care about Cardi B. Oh. This that there exists some most good being which causes goodness in all else, and everyone understands to be God. So somebody could easily say, oh, humans are the most good being, because I don't know, because we are conscious, but really we're just the most good thing that we can kind of see, unless you look at miracles. Like, some people have seen God, but I think that's kind of rare, like sightings of or visions of Jesus or something like that, or miracles. But that's pretty rare. So generally, unless you you can hear God's voice, right? He could speak to you in prayer. It might not be an audible voice, but you know what I mean. Like a Bible verse that pop in your head, okay. And well, dude, oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I literally just lost my train of thought. Um. Oh yeah. So we can't really see God as well as we can see human beings, but that doesn't mean that God doesn't exist, as we're kind of trying to prove right here. And here's a really important point in this way that I think this article didn't expand on enough. We talked about this a lot in theology class, which causes goodness in all else. There's a lot of good from God. Dude, I can't even do this. My brain is fried. I worked a 10-hour shift. That's an excuse, but dude. And I need to look up this stuff. But my days, dude, my brain ain't functioning for real. Y'all look this stuff up though. See various objects that lack intelligence in the world, behaving in regular ways cannot be due to change since they would not have behavior predictable results. Their behavior must be set, but it cannot really be set by themselves. They are not intelligent, and the notion of set behavior, therefore their behavior must be set by something else. And by implication, someone else must be intelligent. Just everyone understands to be God. So, how does a plant know to make itself green? Or what do they do? Photosynthesis? Plants don't have a brain or anything, but they just do that stuff a lot and repair itself, repair the bark, to grow back. Nature is a big example of objects that lack intelligence behaving like they have a brain. And who sets this behavior? Well, God does. Something that must be intelligent. which probably isn't a Big Bang. Yeah. Well, okay. So, anyways, look up a Thomas Aquinas 5 ways and do your real research, buddy, because this guy named St. Thomas Aquinas proved God's existence with reason. Tough.